Motul has just hosted the first ever Motul Race Wars, among the biggest drag racing events in the country. Race Weekend takes us to Clark to check out what happened at the inaugural event. We're here in Clark International Speedway in Pampanga for the biggest drag racing competition in the country, Race Wars. Let's go check them out. It may be the biggest motorsports event of 2021. Over 3 days, the Clark International Speedway was crammed with scores of cars, from stock daily drivers to heavily modified weekend racers, from pocket rockets to muscle cars, and all sorts of custom-built dragsters. All lured by the huge cash prizes amounting to a total of 2 million pesos offered by the 2021 Motul Race Wars. I'm here with one of the organizers of the very first Race Wars event here in the Philippines, Mr. Peter Yung. Hi, sir. Quite a turnout today. Can you tell us a little more about how this event started?
This event started, we started to plan it last July of this year. And basically, what we wanted was to make an event, a very big event for Motul for the passenger car segment. Since we just acquired the PCMO or the passenger car motor oil segment from our principal in France and the Asia Pacific, si Infinite Serve International Corporation has been the distributor of many premium brands. The latest acquisition to which is Motul. So parang the management would like to make something na matatandaan kami ng mga tao. Something to remember as sila yung nagpuno ng Clark. Something like that. Now, siguro to make the impression last longer, we've decided to make the cash prizes even more. Kasi merong mga previous events na parang, alam ko merong 1 million event, na 1 million cash prize event. So we wanted to double it up to entice people na eto medyo nagluluwag na yung protocols and everything, na healthy standards. Medyo let's make people happy.
Over 3 days, entries in 8 classes of drag racing went head-to-head, all hoping to rise up the stepladder competition to reach the semifinals and finals, where huge cash prizes are at stake. Aside from drag racing, the first ever Motul Race Wars also featured the B2B Car Show, a sideshow that may have been the highlight of the long weekend for spectators as well as participants looking to distress themselves from the competition. Also on the same weekend, a round of the multi-year Philippine Autocross Championship Series was being held.
Actually, it all started with B2B partnering with us for their road tour, for the B2B Car Show road tour. And then, being a distributor for a performance oil, usually people who usually competes, yung mga nagko-compete, sumasali sa mga events or activities or racing activities, they look for people who can help them with their endeavor. So, the likes of Ryan Ablang, San Agustin of Philippine Autocross, who are champion in their own way, approached us. And then together with them, sabi nila, maybe boss, pwede rin tayong makapag-support with the Philippine Autocross. So, we met Mr. Danny Santiago. And as it turned out, laging jam-packed yung Philippine Autocross with all the legs that we had, which started this year. So, most likely, we're planning to continue on with the partnership, both with B2B and Philippine Autocross.
But it was the drag racing event that drew most to the Clark International Speedway for the Motul Race Wars. Some just happy to get back to real honest-to-goodness racing on a drag strip. Others looking to cash in on substantial cash prizes at stake, while undaunted by the scores of racers, all with the same objective of winning.
Ito ang pinakahihintay ng maraming tao na bumalik sa karerahan, makapaglabas ulit, yan, makapag-hangout. Matagal na rin kami nagpe-prepara, nagbukas ang mga makina, ganyan, tono, Marami, napakarami. Mga unahin yung sakyan para may kondisyon. Pagdating dito, wala nang problema. Pero hindi pa rin naiiwasan yung problema eh.
Some are first-timers at drag racing, but nonetheless are still hopeful of getting into the money brackets after working on preparing their dragsters.
Actually, first time ko sa drag. Masaya. More on circuit racing kasi ako eh. Kami nung team namin. So, ngayon masaya kasi sobrang dami nung sumali sa Motul. Ayun, nag-ayos kami ng engine, tapos naghubad ng loob kasi etong kotse na to, first time lang sa drag eh. So, yun. More on sa engine, tapos tires, ganun. Palit din. Ang gusto ay manalo sana, di ba? So, gagawin lahat.
Others who signed up to race at the first ever Motul Race Wars are there merely to enjoy the competition, some even competing with their daily car.
Well, to be honest, I'm quite happy and at the same time nervous because it's been a while since I'm back on the track and yeah, it's really exciting for me. Daily car ko kasi to, tapos talagang panghatid sa misis, pang work. Actually wala, basta para lang ako napadaan dito sa racetrack. Parang ganun yung dating. Yun lang, nagkabit lang nung RAM, then yun lang. Purpose ko rin naman dito kung ba't ako sumali para mag-enjoy, tsaka para makakilala ng mga bagong kaibigan, ganun.
Motul Philippines was so happy with the turnout for the first ever Motul Race Wars at the Clark International Speedway that plans are afoot to hold at least 2 race wars yearly.
With the turnout that we saw today and yesterday, and maybe hopefully tomorrow it will be better or maybe the same as today. We're planning to do this like twice annually. This will be a yearly event. Gagawin namin to siguro next year, dalawa na, hatiin na namin. Parang magkakaroon most likely ng pwedeng North Series or Southern Series, something like that. Just to reach out even more.
And that's it for our coverage of the biggest drag racing championship here in the country, Race Wars. Be sure to check us out next week for more Race Weekend action. To say Motul Race Wars was a successful event would be an understatement. Already, the participants are looking forward to more of the same next year. And Motul promises to hold the race wars twice next year.